Right, Emily. Well, the 56-year-old underwent surgery earlier today, but he's still in critical condition. Right now, I want to show you the surveillance footage that caught what led up to the attack. Now, you can see the worker is in blue with a straw hat, and the suspect has a black zip-up with his head covered. You can see the suspect walking across the street carrying a metal object. He then struck the worker in the back of the head, and we're told the worker collapsed to the ground where he sustained another head injury. He was found unconscious and remains that way tonight. Now, the video does stop just before the suspect hit him. Police Chief Mindy Castro says it's just too sickening to show.
Sickening and disgusting to see what happens next to an individual who's basically defenseless, focusing on his work in that traffic light box.
And here's a close-up of the suspect. Police believe he hangs around Chinatown, so they say someone knows who he is, and you're asked to call police if you see him. He's currently facing an attempted murder charge. Now, this happened around 7:30 this morning, and there's still a large police presence. I mean, they just took down the streets took down the tape and opened up the streets just moments ago. But you'll see patrol units constantly circling and canvassing the area. That's because they're still looking for him. Now, later at 11, I'll bring you more information about the incident and what we know about the victim. But for now, back to y'all. Right, Jason. Well, first and foremost, I just want to say that all students and staff are safe tonight. But just before 1:30, Fresno police started receiving 911 calls here at Wilson Elementary off of Ashland that sixth grader boy had pulled out a gun. When police arrived, they say he would run and was pointing at officers multiple times. After 30 minutes of negotiations, they got him to drop the weapon, which police later found out was a replica of a Glock handgun. Fresno Police Chief Mindy Castro says it looked very real. PD doesn't know what led up to the incident, but just say he was clearly distraught about something that had happened earlier at school. We don't know anything more about him or his history, but Chief Castro says they're investigating and determining if the student will face any charges. Now, this clearly created a lot of chaos today. I saw children and parents crying when they were reunited. There was obviously a lot of traffic in the area, and ambulance was also on scene, but just for students who were panicked and dealing with anxiety. Thankfully, other than that, Castro says everyone was okay. But here's Chief Castro with the message tonight for parents. Brian, well, this is an incredible story of survival. I want to tell you, Fresno police say the man, after being shot in the back of the head, was alert and was able to pull over right here. They did just tow his car, and the scene is clear tonight, but I want to walk you through this timeline. Fresno police say that he picked up his driver not too far from here. That's when they started having some kind of altercation. He asked his passenger to get out of the vehicle. Instead, he started firing at him several times, striking him in the back of the head. And again, like I said, he was alert. He was able to pull his car over. And I want you to hear from Fresno Police Lieutenant Alfonso Castillo about how lucky this driver is tonight.
I think he has a lot to be thankful for. He's very lucky. That could have just been luck. It could have been some type of divine intervention. But yeah, being shot anywhere, but particularly in the head, is going to be one of those missed by an inch, missed by a centimeter type of things that could have been a different type of call today.
Now, the driver is expected to survive tonight. He's being treated at a local hospital. He's alert, speaking with officers. The armed suspect, he's still out on the loose. We have no identity of him. Police just know that he's a male. So if you have any details for police to put this man behind bars tonight, you're asked to contact the Fresno Police Department. Reporting live in Fresno, I'm Gonzales, CBS 47 Eyewitness News. Golden lead. That was the scene inside Olivia's Fine Jewelry Thursday night. 5 masked men grabbing thousands of dollars in jewelry, while the owner grabbed a gun in open fire. Not a common sight in Madera.
It's one of those things that low expectations on that happening, but when it does, it sure shocks the conscience.
The family did not want to speak with us on camera, but allowed us to film the shattered glass cases inside. Madera police believe these men targeted the business, lingering outside, waiting for a customer to leave so that way they could slip right in. Surveillance footage shows one after another after another. 5 men in black running straight towards the jewelry.
The employee, she believed that they were armed at the time.
One of the robbers with both his arms extended out as if he was holding a weapon before before jumping across the counter, grabbing necklaces in handfuls. The other men simultaneously smashing cases, making off with more than $170,000 worth of jewelry, according to Madera police.
During that time, the store owner retrieved a firearm and began firing at these subjects.
The family putting up a good fight. One employee attacking a robber from behind.
He's within his rights to own that firearm and did what he had to do to protect his family and his property there at the store.
The owner chasing after them, firing a few more rounds as the robbers drove off.
We believe it's a dark sedan.
Police do not believe the suspects were wounded, and thankfully no one in the store was hurt. Now Madera Sergeant Blake Short says they're working to find the men who they believe are not from this area.
As sophisticated as it seemed, this is probably not their first this first robbery, and so we anticipate that there are going to be more information coming in from other agencies to say that they have had some similarities.
If you have any information, you're asked to report it to police. Reporting in Madera, I'm Hannah Gonzales, CBS 47 Eyewitness News. Catherine, Madera County Sheriff Tyson Pogue says Isaac Hare was hired straight from the Fresno Police Academy back in December of 2016. Then all deputies are placed on a one-year probation period. However, Hare did not make it past that process. He was let go after only 8 months with the department.
We didn't provide him a reason, and from talking to my colleagues, none of us can remember a specific reason as to why he was let go.
Madera County Sheriff Tyson Pogue was a commander back in 2017, and he would have been the one to tell Isaac Hare that he's not moving forward with the department.
I believe he actually gave us a hug when he departed, so he didn't depart on bad terms.
But that wouldn't be the last time the 32-year-old crossed paths with the sheriff's office. A few months later, Pogue says he was caught using a fake Madera County Sheriff's ID.
We did take his original ID card, badge, and everything else.
Pogue says he didn't meet all the requirements to be charged for impersonating an officer, but deputies did take the fake card. Then again, in 2022, the sheriff says a movie producer from LA called the department, reporting that Hare had yet another fake Madera County ID.
He was kind of doing parody police videos.
After Fresno police searched Hare's home, they found multiple firearms, ammo, police uniforms, and police equipment. Pogue says it would have been easy to buy police gear using those fake IDs. Yet Pogue says the department is in shock to learn about what happened last Monday.
I don't think anybody would have expected or anticipated this. I feel terrible for our brothers and sisters over at the Fresno Police Department and what they've had to deal with. Extremely sad situation, as well as for Mr. Hare's family.
And if you're ever not sure if someone is a real law enforcement officer, Pogue strongly encourages that you call the agency that they say they're with and confirm their name and their ID number. Reporting live in Fresno, I'm Hannah Gonzales, CBS 47 Eyewitness News.